All right, this is Chapter 11, Section 3. And in Section 3, we're dealing with independent data. So Section 2 was dependent samples, and so we're looking at means. In Section 3, we're looking at independent samples and means. So let us look at a problem. This is number 8 from our homework set. They want to determine if carpeted rooms contain more bacteria than uncarpeted rooms. Seems like that makes sense to me. More places for the bacteria to go. So let us, and again they tell us that it's approximately normal, and the box plots indicate that there are no outliers. So first we have to state our null and alternative. Again, the difference between my means I want to be 0, which basically says that my mean 1 is equal to my mean 2. So that I agree with. And then if carpeted is my mean 1 and uncarpeted is my mean 2, which it appears to be, let's look at the data set. See how they label it. But I would consider carpeted my mean 1, uncarpeted my mean 2. They said, will there be more bacteria in the carpeted? So will mean 1 be greater than mean 2? So I'm looking for my null hypothesis is that they're equal to each other. My alternative is that the mean of the number of bacteria of my carpeted is greater than uncarpeted. So I like C there for an answer. Determine the p-value. Well, we already have our data in StatCrunch. So I'm going to go to tstat 2 sample now with this with my data on this one, because I actually have my data. So values in there is my carpeted, and sample 2 is my uncarpeted. Now notice down here they put difference, and so that's fine. We can still do that. My mean 1 minus my mean 2 equals 0 is the same thing as mean 1 equals mean 2. Here we said that mean 1 would be greater than mean 2, so that means their difference would be positive. And so I can get my p-value here. So I get 0.0026. 0.0026. So to 3 decimal places would be a 0.003. And then lastly, am I going to reject or fail to reject? Since my p-value is low, the hoe gotta go. So that means I am looking at, and then I said my alpha, I believe, was 0.05. So I'm going to reject because there is significant evidence, right? So I'm rejecting, and there is significant evidence that carpeted rooms have more bacteria. So there's an example from Chapter 11, Section 3, dealing with independent samples and comparing the means of independent samples.